stumbled upon my channel, welcome. My name is Erin, and I am going to be doing the Disney College program for the fall 2024 semester. So I start in August of 2024, and I do the program until January 2025. So this is the start of a spectacular journey, I hope, and I'm hoping that you'll enjoy coming along with me on all of my future adventures in Disney World and whatever else might come to pass with that. It is 2 months until I start my program in August. I'm getting through this summer, doing my summer jobs, summer classes for PT school, because that is my plan after the program. Today, I wanted to just kickstart the channel by doing the Disney College Program Tag, the DCP Tag. So if you're like me, you have gone on many a YouTube DCP spiral and have seen this tag done many times. These questions are some that I've seen, so I'm just going to answer them so that you get to know a little bit about me before I start my program. The first question is, how did you find out about the DCP? The Disney College program is something that I've wanted to do since coming into college. I just graduated this past May. You can apply for the Disney College program up to 2 years after you graduate. So when I entered college and I started learning more about the Disney College program and started watching all the YouTube videos that are online, there are many, I was like, I really want to do this. But I was a dance major in college, so there were certain classes that I needed to get done each semester in order to graduate. So I had a pretty set out curriculum for me to complete in order for me to graduate in 4 years. So the Disney College program was something that I was like, I would love to complete, but it'll probably be something that I'll do after I graduate. And here we are. I am over the moon excited about it. I found out that the DCP, I think my mom posted something about it on Facebook, as moms do, and she tagged me in it. And so I looked into it, and I was like, this is really cool. It has something to do with how college students can dance on their Disney College program. So of course, doing the Disney College program, I had big dreams of being a character performer. I auditioned, it was so fun. I think the audition went great, but you know, they only have so many roles that they have available, very specific things that they're looking for. So you may go to an audition, think it went so well, but they might not have a space for you, which unfortunately is what happened to me. So I am still awaiting my role, and I am so nervous, so excited to hear what it is I'm going to be doing. So the second question is, how is the interview process? So the interview process has changed a lot in the past few years due to COVID and the program having to adjust because of that. So I actually applied 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, when it was the COVID modified way. So the original interview process was you would apply using the online application, then you would complete a web-based interview, and then you would do a phone interview, and then if you passed all of that, then you would get accepted into the Disney College program. So when COVID hit, they really just had to fill spots, so they made the interview process much easier. So it was just a online application and web-based interview, which is when I applied originally just to apply and see what happens. I did the COVID modified version. I ended up getting accepted from that, and I was so excited, of course, but I already knew going in that I wouldn't be able to do the program that time, so it was like, if only, you know. But on this time around, the interview process was yet again different. It was the online application and then the phone interview only, so no web-based interview process. Then I think it was exactly a week later, I got an email that I would be moving on to the phone-based interview process. I was super excited about that, and then I scheduled my phone interview a week after that, so 2 weeks after I had submitted my application. And the phone interview, I think, went really well. It's really such a laid-back conversation. My recruiter was very nice. He really just asked me questions about what I wanted to do. We talked about me being a dance major and wanting to be a character performer for quite a bit of time on there. We talked about some other roles as well. So it's really just them getting to know you, what you might want to do, and what your past work experience is like, so they can kind of get a feel for what you want to do and where they think you might fit well on the program. So it was the most anxious phone call I've ever had, because the stakes are so high. But it was such a nice conversation. I was shaking the whole time, shaking after the fact, shaking before. It was crazy, but then it was done. And then 3 days later, I got my email that I had been accepted into the program, which segues perfectly into the third question, which is, where were you when you found out you got accepted? So I remember this vividly. It was a Thursday. I had Pilates at 10 a.m. and I had driven to school. I was running late. I had to park on the other side of campus. I was speed walking over to my class and I looked down at my phone as I'm walking up the steps and I'm like, oh, no way. It was crazy because I just wasn't expecting it that soon. It was magical for sure. Looking down at my phone, there it was there. And I was so happy. I teared up a little bit, but I had to go right into class, so I couldn't really process the emotions until afterwards. So that is where I was when I found out I got accepted. The fourth question of the tag is, what is your role? So I don't know my role yet, but it is to be expected within the near future. So right now we're 2 months out from the start of my program, so I'm thinking in another month I will find out my role. But I will also talk about my hopeful roles at this moment in time. Character performer is off the table since I already know that I won't be doing that. But in the same vein, of course, entertainment would be a dream field to be a part of. So I would love to do either character attendant or costuming, entertainment costuming operations. But of those two, character attendant would be such a dream because I'd get to work alongside the characters. I would get to have lots of interactions with so many families and make their day as magical as possible. And I would get to be in the entertainment vein still. My other top ones would be Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. That would be super fun, along with PhotoPass. PhotoPass is a highly coveted role for good reason. I would also love the opportunity to do work at an attraction that might require a bit of character work. So, for example, of course, Jungle Cruise, or even Haunted Mansion, Rise of the Resistance, any of those attractions that require a bit of putting on a persona, so I still get that performance aspect out of the program, just not in a full get-up costume. That would be so fun as well. So those are a few of my roles that I'd be happy to work, but of course, doing the Disney College program in itself is so magical that I am happy with whatever role I get, and I know I'll have a great time in whatever field I get placed in. The next question is, how did you find your roommates? So today I just received the second part of the dorms registration, which is registering for the program and filling out your housing, all of those details. So I don't have solidified roommates at the moment, but a good friend of mine is also doing the program at the same time. So we are hoping to be rooming together, and that'll be so fun because it'll be a friendly face, a face I already know, and we get to share our experience together. So I'm so excited about that. The sixth question on this tag is, what will you miss most during your program? Of course, my family and friends I'll miss very much on the program, not being able to see them. I am used to it because I've been going to school away from home for the past 4 years, so it's nothing new, but it's just more time away, which is always sad. It's always, you want to be close to your family and be able to talk to them face to face, not over a FaceTime call or video chat. So that will be a little hard, again, continuing the long distance relationship I have with everyone I'm close to. It'll also be different not going to school. This will be my first time away from education since ever. Discounting summer, but even some summers I took some academic related classes and things like that. So this will be my first time with no homework of any kind, and I am so looking forward to that because it'll be so refreshing. The next question is, what is your favorite park? So I honestly cannot decide anything, let alone my favorite park. Of course, Magic Kingdom has a special place in my heart because it is the epicenter of it all, and so many of my favorite rides are in that park. But I also have so many core memories that I've made in all of the parks, so I'm excited to see which park I grow attached to throughout my program, which ones have my favorite rides, which one I tend to go to most on my days off and things like that. So that is one of the things I'm looking forward to most. And relating to that, what is the first thing you want to do on your program? I don't know if I have specified the very first thing I want to do when I get there, but I have a million bucket lists going. I have a list of things that I want to do that are out of the norm than what I usually do when I go on vacation with my family. Usually on vacation we're rushing around everywhere trying to get as many rides and things done in as little time as possible, because as everybody knows, Disney World is an extremely busy place and there's so many things to do. So trying to get everything done in one day is such a challenge that your whole day is so rushed and you just want to get as many things done as possible. So I'm very excited to have days where I can just leisurely stroll throughout my time because I don't have to rush through everything. I can just be like, oh, I'll do that maybe another day, or I'm gonna do this today, and I have a list going of things that I can do out of the norm. So like going resort hopping, seeing more entertainment versus going on rides or little secret scavenger hunts that are throughout the park. I'm very excited to experience for the first time, since most of my time has always been spent going on attractions. So I'm excited to see the other worlds that Disney has to offer. And then the last question is, what do you hope to take away from your program? And this is a very meaningful question because it talks about what happens after your program. So I am so excited to have made so many memories. I can't even fathom the number of memories that I'm going to be making, the people that I'm going to meet, the connections I'm going to make. So I really hope to take away some newfound skills that I've made in my to-be-announced role. I'm also hoping to take away some new friendships and new connections, because hopefully one day I'll be able to work at the park again, maybe go for an entertainment or a dancer role in the future. That would be so much fun, and I would love to start making those connections while I'm down there now. So those are the major things that I'd love to take away, and I'm really just so excited to get down there and to experience everything for myself, because I've spent so many years dreaming about the program and seeing everybody else's experiences, and I'm so excited to find my own journey. I'm going in with an open mind. Of course, have so many expectations, but I'm excited to see how everything is in reality. And I'm so excited for you all to come along with me on this journey as well. Have a magical day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!